friends, I'm Tina. Welcome back to Whispering Cottage Home. Today, we're giving a small breakfast nook a cheerful country cottage makeover with blue gingham, polished jam jars, vintage kitchen treasures, and the prettiest morning light. I'll show you how to create a nook that feels bright, useful, and full of memory without making the space feel crowded. We'll talk about choosing a simple color story, mixing patterns without creating visual clutter, arranging a farmhouse table, and turning everyday kitchen storage into part of the decorating. These are practical home decor ideas you can use whether you have a separate breakfast room, a corner of your farmhouse kitchen, or just a sunny place beside a window. Before we begin, I'd love to know, did your mother or grandmother keep homemade jam in the kitchen? And do you still have one of her jars, spoons, or favourite little dishes? The first step in this breakfast nook makeover is making the space feel open and easy to use. A small round pedestal table works beautifully because there are no sharp corners interrupting the walkway. An old painted table in creamy white, pale butter yellow, or soft French blue can become the main focal point. If you already own a wood table, you do not need to paint it. Warm oak or honey pine adds the kind of familiar character that makes cottage style feel welcoming. Place the table near the window, but leave enough room to pull out each chair comfortably. In a narrow nook, try 2 matching chairs and 1 small bench against the wall. The bench gives you extra seating without filling the room with too many chair backs. For an affordable home upgrade, refresh mismatched chairs with 1 repeated detail. Paint them the same soft color. Add matching blue gingham seat cushions, or tie a narrow ribbon around each chair back. Repetition helps different pieces feel connected. This furniture arrangement works because the table remains the clear center of the room, while the window and surrounding decor support it rather than competing with it. Once the basic layout feels comfortable, we can begin adding the pattern that gives this nook its country personality. Blue gingham is cheerful, familiar, and easy to live with. The secret is allowing it to lead the room without covering every surface. Begin with one noticeable gingham feature. It might be café curtains, chair cushions, a table runner, or a simple Roman shade. For this nook, blue and white gingham café curtains are especially charming because they provide softness and privacy while still allowing morning light to enter through the upper part of the window. Repeat the blue in 2 or 3 smaller places. A narrow blue stripe on a pitcher, a painted chair, and a few blue flowers on a vintage plate are enough to carry the colour around the room. Then add supporting colours in smaller amounts. Buttermilk white keeps everything bright. Butter yellow adds a sunny note, and touches of strawberry red can appear in jam labels, berries, or a folded kitchen towel. To mix patterns without making the nook look busy, vary the scale. Pair medium-sized gingham checks with a small floral napkin or a thin ticking stripe. Avoid using several patterns that are all the same size. One main pattern, one smaller pattern, and plenty of solid colour will keep the room full but orderly. That simple pattern rule can be used in many kitchen design projects, especially when you are decorating a small space. Now let's bring the table to life. Instead of creating a centerpiece that is only decorative, arrange a few things you might truly use during breakfast. Place 3 clean glass jam jars on a small painted tray or an old wooden breadboard. Fill one with strawberry jam, one with peach preserves, and one with blackberry jam. Add handwritten style labels or gingham fabric circles beneath the lids for a sweet homemade touch. Beside the jars, place a small stoneware cream pitcher filled with fresh daisies, chamomile, or blue cornflowers. Choose a low arrangement so everyone can still see across the table. A lidded butter dish, polished teaspoons in a little ceramic cup, and folded cloth napkins complete the setting. The display feels generous, but every item has a purpose. You can also shop your own cupboards before buying anything. Look for a small tray, jelly jars, an old sugar bowl, a striped tea towel, or a plate with a blue border. Flea markets are wonderful for these pieces, but some of the most meaningful vintage home decor is often already tucked away at home. Here is a helpful editing rule. Leave a small area of the tabletop completely open. That breathing room makes the arrangement feel intentional and gives you a practical place for coffee cups, toast, or the morning newspaper. And while we're here, tell me in the comments, which jam would you choose first? Strawberry, peach, blackberry, or something homemade from your own family recipe? A breakfast nook often needs a little kitchen storage, especially in a smaller home. The key is choosing storage that contributes to the room instead of looking purely functional. A narrow plate rack, shallow wall shelf, or small vintage cupboard can hold breakfast dishes without taking up much space. Display only the pieces you use and love. Perhaps 4 blue and white plates, a row of clear drinking glasses, a stack of checked napkins, and 1 covered crock for tea bags. Keep similar objects together. Plates should form one tidy group, glass jars another, and linens another. Grouping creates visual order, even when the room contains many collected pieces. If you use open shelving, repeat the same blue, white, and warm wood tones from the table area. You might place a blue banded bowl on the top shelf, white ironstone cups in the middle, and a small honey-coloured basket below. The colours move naturally around the nook, making the interior design feel complete. Avoid filling every inch. A little space between each group helps older treasures stand out and makes dusting much easier. For hidden home organisation, use the cupboard below for extra napkins, placemats, candles, and serving pieces. Small labelled baskets can prevent the inside from becoming jumbled. Pretty rooms are much easier to enjoy when the storage behind the doors works well too. The final layer is what makes the nook feel personal. Keep the window treatment light enough to let the sunshine become part of the room. If the morning light is strong, use a simple white roller shade behind the gingham curtains. It can soften glare without hiding the pattern. Add one small lamp if the nook is used in the evening. A petite ceramic lamp with a blue floral base and a cream pleated shade would add gentle light without overwhelming the table. For wall decor, choose one or two meaningful pieces instead of creating a crowded gallery. A framed family recipe, a small still life print of berries, or an old sampler can bring memory into the room. A painted wall clock or a narrow wooden peg rail can also be practical. Finish with one living detail, a pot of rosemary, a little vase of seasonal flowers, or a bowl of fresh apples keeps the nook feeling cared for. Change this small accent through the year instead of redesigning the entire room. Tulips might appear in spring, daisies in summer, red apples in autumn, and clipped evergreen branches during the holidays. That is one of my favourite affordable home renovation ideas. Keep the foundations steady, then refresh the room with textiles, flowers, and useful seasonal objects. A country cottage breakfast nook does not need to be large or expensive. A well-placed table, a cheerful gingham pattern, a few useful vintage finds, and beautiful morning light can completely change how the corner feels. The goal is not perfection, it is creating a little place where the coffee tastes good, breakfast feels unhurried, and familiar treasures have a purpose in everyday life. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Please give the video a like if these decorating ideas inspired you. Subscribe to Whispering Cottage Home for more vintage farmhouse and cottage home inspiration. And tell me in the comments what you would place on your own breakfast table. Until next time, take good care of yourself and your home.